It's another day here in the city of Port Harcourt. Good evening to you, Rivers people. Good evening, Nigeria. Today happened to be that Wednesday where we'll sit down and have this conversation concerning women and politics and power, mothers, life as it should be. And you know that we birth life. But what we're talking about, a phrase that we see everywhere, women supporting women. Now, from business to politics to friendships. But let's be honest, sometimes the biggest hater of a woman is another woman. Simi the singer will say, woman no like woman, and woman is the enemy to a woman, and I'm wondering why. So tonight, we will ask the hard questions. Is this sisterhood real? Or is it just for likes and camera? Who is really holding whose crown, and who is trying to snatch it? Welcome to a very real conversation. Women run the world, but today we will be talking about women supporting women. My name is Barisua Christian Wiga, and I'm not doing this alone. I have my colleague in the house. Good to have you there, Philip.
Good to have you, Barisua. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
I must say you look really, really beautiful. I don't know how prepared you were for this show. Women supporting women. Now, me, I'm not supporting you. You look very, very fine. Very fine, but no, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much, my darling. I really appreciate it. And yes, before we address the elephant in the room, I have our guest today. Her name is Immaculata Erikana. I hope I got that correct before they sue me.
Definitely.
Okay. Good to have you, Immaculata.
Thank you so much. It's really beautiful to be here. And like I told you, if you don't get the name correct, maybe that will be the end of the program. But since we have to support women,
thank you. Please, thank you. Now, this is a controversial topic, and I really want us to deal with this. You go to organizations, you see women hating on each other for no reason. You see a woman that is up there, wouldn't want another woman to come. Rather, she would say, I prefer working with a man. I think men understand me better. I don't like women. Like, what happened to being a girl's girl? What happened to being a girl's girl? Like standing and helping another woman to thrive and grow without jealousy, not for clicks, not for camera, not for grams, adding numbers, but women intentionally loving each other. So I want us to address that elephant in the room this evening. What would you say when a woman hates on another woman, Immaculata?
I think all of this come to play because they tend to see men as people they can work with because they are able to condone our excesses.
Okay.
And then you see another woman finding it difficult because the truth is, if I have a certain attitude, it will be difficult for me to work with someone with the same attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I want to override the person. But until we come to a point where we believe that a woman is not just a woman because of what we have, but because of the people, the women that we are able to carry along, the women we are able to celebrate. Until we come to that terms, it will continue to be like this, because a woman is supposed to support a woman. A woman supporting a woman is encouraging where it is necessary. But have you observed something that is easy for women to sit down and gossip?
Oh my, now that okay.
But it is not easy for a woman to be at the top and said, okay, I think I want my fellow woman to be at the top. So until we come to terms that when we are talking about friendship, we are simply saying, I love you, I like you. But when we are talking about building network, we are saying, I know someone that can help you out of this situation. It doesn't really matter if you have made it or you are about to. But I know someone that can help to push your back. Okay. I know someone that can stand by me, and then we can make it work. Until we get to that point, I think it's going to take 130 years for these gender equality issues to actually settle and for us to be at the top. Because I remember when you said women run the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked myself, are we actually running the world?
Oh my,
we are not. women do not even rule the world. Women rule men, and men rule the world. But when we come to a point where we sit down and celebrate each other, oh, Queen, you look beautiful. Oh, you look amazing. I love your glasses. Where did you get this? Not in terms of competing to pay you.
I hear that.
But competing, we have healthy competition. So until we get to that point, we will continue to be influencers and not being at the top.
Oh my God. No, you know, when it comes to women and politics, we're given 35%, but I bet you we don't even have 35% of that women are ready to go into politics full time, because we're not even prepared, because we don't even love each other enough to push ourselves to strive.
At this
What's
point,
the root cause of jealousy?
At this point, I don't think it's issue of loving each other. I think it's issue of looking down on ourselves, because if I continue to support you, oh, Queen, you can do it. Don't worry, you can do it. Let me back you. Don't worry. I know what you need to thrive, to strive. No, don't worry. I don't want to be there. I just want to support you. Until we get to that point, we would never be at the top, like I said. Because if you're looking at especially politics, you will realize that women, we are making progress. We are trying, but men still have majority when it comes to occupying political offices. They have the final say. You see, women are trying to be there, but they will never be there because they're seeing us as a weaker vessel. I need to find out the person that said that women are weaker vessels, because if you see I
thought it was in the Bible.
I want to find out the person that read that.
So I have a question, and it's definitely coming from statements you've made. When you described women supporting women, you said it's basically women encouraging other women. So that basically means that we don't have to be sisters, we don't have to be friends, we don't have to be from the same space or anything for me to support you. So that means if we work in the same environment, right, or maybe as you use, for example, politics, I don't know you that much, but you're a woman and you are running for a particular position, and then I feel that someone else who is a man could be more competent, not because he's a man, but because maybe I have seen his work more than I have seen yours. Count in mind that you're a woman like me, and I'm trying to do women supporting women, but I have seen a man who have done the job, who I'm sure that is competent to do the job. Are you saying that because we are practicing women run the world, we should drop competence to that, like we should drop competence and take women supporting women over
someone being competent?
Okay, so I want you to know that the person you were seeing as being competent was once a novice, and somebody gave him that opportunity to thrive. So when you see a woman, she doesn't necessarily need to be a relative, your sister. There are people, until you give people opportunity, you will not know what they can do. If you have seen me by the roadside passing, or perhaps I dressed one kind, and you might just write me up. That's why they say don't read the book by the cover. Some persons, and majority, they have something up there. Until you hold someone's hand, you will not know that the person can work.
But isn't that choosing through sentiments instead of competence itself?
It's not.
At the end of the day, sorry, let me to cut you. At the end of the day, I'm going to use the general elections we're having now, for example, right? At the end of the day, we are preaching choose competence. Choose people's trademark
over
gender, what they've left behind. And honestly, if we are trying to build a better country, it's safer to actually choose someone we've seen, we have tested, and we've trusted over another person, because we are trying to raise women. Also, we are the same generation saying that we do not want to support based on tribe, we don't want to support based on religion. So why should we support based on gender? If we are saying we can't do that, we have to find who is competent, why should we give people that we are not sure? Now bear in mind, people that we are not sure the opportunity. You just said that women have not occupied a lot of positions in the political power.
Definitely.
So most definitely, we do not even know if a woman comes out and says I want to run for president. It's going to be hard, because first of all, what do you have? Like, what's your trademark? What have you left behind? What are the traces that we can pick up and say, okay, this woman is competent? But imagine if someone like Mrs. Ngozi Wheeler comes out and said, I want to run for president. She's going to get a bigger support. Why? Because she's been tested, proven, and trusted. And Nigerians want a situation where our finances can be safe. So we'll definitely look at her and be like, oh, this is an option, a safe option. Now that's someone who is competent. But how many of her do we really have that we can say, okay, when this person wants to run for presidency, or when the person wants to run for a certain political position, we can support the person because we trust, not just because she's a woman, but we trust that this woman is competent enough to do this. So aren't we choosing sentiments because we are women over, competence, which also is another thing that men actually use against us and say, oh, women always are sentimental more than logical.
Emotional
and sentimental than logical.
Okay, so you were talking about being competent and you just mentioned Ngozi.
Yeah.
Like I said, someone gave her the privilege before she got to where she is today. And the problem that women have is whenever they occupied an office, they want to be the last person to leave the door.
Oh my God.
They do not want the door to still be open for another person to thrive, like I said. So if you are always saying you're looking for someone that is competent, that is the reason. The word you are giving is a reason why we are moving in the same cycle. Because we have majority with potentials. We have a lot of persons with what it takes to thrive, what it takes to move the country from one place to from one level to another, which you can see that on social media. Instead of bringing these people in because of this iota of I don't want this person to be better than me, they tend to suppress them. So if you imagine we are three here, and then you were talking about I need someone that is competent. If you don't talk to me like I said, how will you know? Let me tell you, no man is an island.
True.
The reason why you see in Nigeria someone can study a certain course and work as a certain person in a certain is because, and you'll be wondering, did you study this? The person will say, no, this is what I studied. How did you do this? It's because someone held their hand and said, add 1 + 2.
You will get this.
You will get 3. If you don't say that, it's not going to work. If you're looking for people that know 1 + 2, we will continue moving in a cycle. And then you will now realize that at the point where these people are worn up, at the point where these people do not have the capacity again, because whether you like it or not, we are growing as day goes by. When you do not have the strength to do what they're supposed to do, I tell you, when you were young, you can do backflip. But now you can't do it because, of course, nature is real.
Yeah.
So because we are looking for the people that can do this, and we still have a certain group of individuals. Since I was young till now, I've been hearing we are the leaders of tomorrow.
Okay, now let's not even bring that fire because we know who are the leaders, and we know.
So in conclusion, what I'm saying, for you to support your fellow woman, you have to celebrate the person, you have to encourage the person, you have to advise the person, you have to be a mentor. No matter the level you are, no matter the office you are, don't always be the last man standing. Have people that can look back and say, if not because of this woman, because if I occupied a certain position and I have 3 persons or 5 persons lining up behind me, there is every tendency that even if with or without me, the work moves on.
I love us to look at this angle. What is really the root cause of jealousy and competition between women? You see on social media, women are selling same product. For example, oh, this person Ngozi is into skincare. Jennifer is into skincare. The next thing you see, Jennifer dragging Ngozi about a particular product that they both have in different place and they have different customers, patronizing them. They come online dragging each other for no reason. Meanwhile, the internet space is big enough for everybody to thrive. What is that root cause of jealousy and unhealthy competition between women in River State and Nigeria?
The root cause is that I want to be better than Mr. A. I want to be better than Mr. B. I mean, you can't actually trace this because it is the same way ego is natural in men. That is how it is in human. Initially, people were saying, oh, women are always jealous, women hate each other. But I think men are even doing the 50% better than women now. Yeah.
Oh my.
Exactly. And it's greediness.
Greed.
I want to be better than Mr. A. I want to be better than you. I want to be better than. But we forget that, you know, the moment I came to terms with us was when I went to market one day and I called a woman and asked her, I mean, all of you are selling okra here. How do you sell? She said, I can tell you that nobody lives here without selling something.
Fascinating.
But we do not have that mentality. We feel that because Esther is doing skincare, if I go into skincare, I will look for a way and bring hers down to stand, forgetting that you cannot progress by bringing another man down. Until we come to that terms, it will continue to be.
Okay, so you have identified a character flaw that women obviously have, which is, you know, jealousy. Would you say that this is, you also mentioned that men have a deep root ego, you know, which is like natural in men. So would you say this character flaw is, you know, natural in women? And some people, of course, natural flaw, sometimes it can become worse, or in some cases you use it for good. So is it like a character flaw in women, or something that has naturally been gifted to women, but maybe has now been turned into, you know, something that has generated into jealousy and has even caused us our own relationships as women? Or do you think that the society or family or any other factor has played a role in this character flaw that women have and have made us become what we are today?
In as much as we're talking about women, I will tell you that it is not just natural in women, but it is something that is inhuman. The scripture says that at the end of the day, brothers will turn against brothers. So even the scripture recognized that the time was going to come, because I mean there were times that you see so much
brothers, not say sisters.
So because they say brother, so women, you're not serious. Or should we use the term, the Bible generalized both men and women as men? Oh, okay.
They will never accept that we are men of God. So,
my God. Okay. All right. We're all brethren in the sight of the Lord, but in the world we are male and female.
So I think it is something that even God knows that this time it was definitely going to play. But there was a time that brothers were getting brothers back, but now it's no longer like that. You see a brother killing, eliminating their own brother in order to, get what they belong. But this is supposed to be a family stuff. So I think it's natural in human, not just in women. You're not that bad.
No, we're not.
You're not that bad. No. And like I said, men have taken over. They gossip more now.
Oh my!
Oh yeah.
We didn't go there.
I know. They are. Oh my.
There's a certain tribe of men
and
that's in Nigeria is not calling that once you see them playing that draft, just know that every please,
that's not a fact. Let's get that.
It's not a fact, but that's why men will tell you, women, be careful where you enter, what you do to this person, because when they come to us, we discuss it in our circle.
So men saying that, of course they do.
I mean, some people don't do research.
Have that, yeah. No, I think from personal experience, you'll be able to say that, but factually, we can't put it to a particular tribe or a certain gender. But definitely, we have seen men that have exhibited characters like that. Definitely.
Okay. All right, let's not drag tribe because if we want to, I will not live here, and I don't want to be dragged. Anyway, let's move. Still on this now. You see. On social media, I like to take the social media space as a case study, because you see women saying, oh, I love you, I love your hair, girl, you go, I got you,
my queen,
oh, my queen, you reign. See them like, girl, you glow. All of this grace, that's on social media. How can we bridge the social media love, the real day love, like in real life, how you can feel it? Why is it that women love themselves, find themselves more on social media than in real life?
I don't know if I will be wrong to mention this. Anyways, let me know, because of commercial.
Okay.
That is going to be very difficult, and it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, because we will always tell you, don't believe what you see on social media, because we pretend to be who we are not on social media, but real life is something that you can never take away from the person. So if you're waiting to bring those love stuff, those amazing stuff you're seeing on movies movie, I'm sorry, you will sleep, you might never wake up because you will keep dreaming. So that thing is not happening anytime soon. Do you understand? Because even the people showing love to their spouse on social media, it is not real and physical. So why do you think that is going to happen? And remember, the scripture says the heart of man is desperately wicked. So I might be telling you, I love you so much, you look beautiful, but within me, I'm like, who is this person? Who gets you? Who born you? So
I am Jesus. I know Jesus.
Exactly. So it's not going to happen. Don't expect something that is not going to happen any soon. Anyone that is lovable physically. Do you understand? Like if I'm seeing you on social media, you're putting on this black glass, I will believe that is white until I see you physically, because you can edit it. AI is real. So
just to ask
AI is real.
The question that she's asked, and I'm coming from a personal perspective. I think me and both of us, we had this conversation yesterday. I do believe that every human being, have flaws inside of them that they work on. For example, jealousy. I do believe that sometimes people do not intentionally want to be jealous, but they feel it. And for some, they cannot control, or they don't have control over their feelings. It metamorphoses into envy and maybe into worse situations. But I know that people stay, you can literally get jealous maybe over your friend's success or something. I feel like it's a natural feeling, but there is a way to control that feeling so that it does not become something that is dangerous, not just to the other person but to yourself. So let's talk about these feelings naturally, or the ability to even want to be in the space alone. For example, there are women who feel threatened when another woman walks into the room. Obviously, that is a sign of low self-esteem on their end, right? So how do women who feel this way, who intentionally, who genuinely do not want to metamorphose these feelings into something wicked and dangerous, who want to have control over these feelings, who definitely want to be good people, but they can't help how they feel, how do they manage their emotions and become, good people still, irrespective of how they feel?
Okay, based on all your explanation, I will tell you that you cannot control what you don't know.
Okay. Because
you said when you started that there are some persons that do not want to be jealous. They just find themselves, and when the moment it got to where you just find yourself doing something that naturally you don't love doing, it means that you don't know. And if you do not know that you have a very anyhow character, you can correct it. That is where you see somebody will come and tell you, why did you do this thing? You said I didn't do it. No, you won't even say I don't know. You say no, I didn't do it.
And realization.
You see, you hold someone in a sin, and they will tell you I didn't do it. That is because they do not know. So what you were saying, this is let's say it's an involuntary act.
Yeah.
I am loving your hair, but I don't know that it has moved from loving to being jealous.
Yes.
I do not know.
Yeah.
But if I do anything that I know that I can lay hands on, let's say that I know that I have hot temperament.
Yeah.
The moment I realize that I've moved, just like sometimes when I'm talking, maybe I'm talking to someone and I realize that my tone has changed, I will just say, oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope I wasn't harsh. That's because I know what I'm doing. But then when it gets to a point where I do not know what I'm doing anymore, you can't change it.
Yeah.
So jealousy is not something that people want to do voluntarily. I mean, we have wicked people in quotes that I want to do this thing. I want to bring this person down. And that's why they will tell you, do you know who I am? Meanwhile, they're just mere breaths. Who are they, please? Do you know who I am? I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that. That one is intentional. They know that what they are doing is bad, but they still want to do it. But jealousy, my sister, it is not a voluntary stuff. It's something that comes out of the blues.
Yeah.
The atmosphere. Most time, I know most times I just start having mood swing and I don't know what is wrong. And at that moment, I can just answer you in such an uncool manner, and you are like, hi, Immaculate, why did you do that? I say, sorry, but I didn't talk to you like that. Now I was just trying to explain, but I've blown things out of proportion.
Without you knowing.
Exactly. So I don't think the jealousy aspect is not something that It's not something that we can actually change. That's why they will say, "Oh, I envy you, oh, I jealous you," but not bad, oh, it's good.
in a good way.
Exactly.
You can actually use it as a phrase. Oh, I envy you.
But you get, and sometimes in their heart is boiling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move. Let's digress a little to the part of the other gender. Okay, so we're balancing things. Yes, don't think it's just women. But women around the world, and today we're talking about women supporting women. Speaking of women supporting women, Immaculate, are you all married? And,
Exactly.
I'm calling. Let's say a married woman get to find out that her husband is cheating. Women supporting women. You left your husband that cheats on you to go fight another single lady that your husband has decided to embarrass you over. Make it make sense. If women are supporting women, I feel for once, I know I'm not married, but I feel if a man is cheating, it's in your place to talk to your man.
To hold the man accountable.
Because you hardly see a place, and no woman will force herself on you if you don't want this. I mean, you weren't raped, right? I mean, there's no way to put sugar in your mouth and you say it's not sweet. Depending on the kind of sugar you want to taste that way. So you cannot tell me that because your husband cheats, which is a grievous, I don't believe in it, I don't support it. Who are you to fault? Why fight the woman? If it's women supporting women, what happens to the man? And you see the men, the gender, they'll be like, yes, you should deal with that girl, she keep distracting me. With your whole eyes and your two legs, you paid for the hotel room, she distracted your bank account, you sent her million to shop in Dubai. Now make it make sense. Why is it that women always go out on their fellow women when it's the curse of their husband? I know there are cases where maybe you say you call the lady, leave my husband alone, but I feel that is bullshit, okay? Because you're disrespecting yourself and letting your guard down. If your husband cannot keep his third leg together, please look for a way to chain your dog. Let's have that conversation. Yes. Why do women keep fighting over women over a man that can never stay loyal? How many women will you fight?
Okay, so remember when I started this women supporting women, I told you that it's about celebrating women, encouraging I mean loving on women generally, all right? Women supporting women is not when you see bad thing and you support.
Okay.
I mean, in anything you do in life, too much of everything is bad.
True.
And there should be boundaries.
I hear you.
No matter what happens. Irrespective of how much I'm supporting you, doesn't mean that you push me to the world.
I hear you.
Because everybody have that ego to do what they have to do.
There's a limit.
I mean, there are things that you cherish so much. You cherish that thing with your life. Not because I support you, you said that will be your playground. What are you talking about?
Okay.
It shouldn't be.
All right.
And let me tell you something. I said that men rule the world and women influence men. A woman has what it takes to make a man to be vulnerable.
Okay.
But you see, men, a woman can be in a closet with a man and say it is not happening and it won't happen.
True.
But a man can be in the closet with the most ugliest thing I can describe, and the person say it's going down today, and it will be.
It's going down, baby.
At the end of the day, you will hear them say, I didn't mean to do it. I was just trying not to hurt her. So the reason you call a woman and say, oh, not women, because not everybody. The reason we call a woman and say, please stay away from my husband, because you know that woman has everything it takes to make your husband for the number 6 to go off.
So how about other women that take it to the extreme?
That's what I'm saying.
Other women over a man
what I can endure, you might not be able to endure.
Okay.
I am saying this on a national TV. I said it during my brother's shower, and I will continue to say. I say, even if I walk into a room and see my husband on a woman, I will close the door, step out, still love on him, still honor him, But the only thing that can take me out of that marriage is if it becomes violence. That is what I know I can take. In as much as, and I'm not supporting it. Because in the process of trying to go hard on him, my life might go. Or his might go. And if mine happen to go, it will mourn me for 2 minutes.
And before lady will take over.
Glory. Do you understand what I'm talking about? But another woman can tell you, you see, this one is a death zone. You step in,
you're gone.
I tear you into two. I mean, there are things that if you do to my husband, you will see the lion in me. So what I can take, another person might not take it.
So that brings me to the question before we call it a wrap. Who should we blame when it comes to a husband cheating? The other lady outside or the husband?
When it comes to the husband cheating, I will tell you that I will blame my husband.
Okay.
Because you have the right to stand your ground and say, I am married. I have the flower that I suffered. I went to the garden. I plucked with expensive something.
I hear you.
And then I said that day, death do us apart is both of us. Whatever thing that woman has, I have it. There is no kind of that I don't give to you.
I hear you.
So what are you talking about? You should be able to stand your ground and say no. Anytime a man becomes vulnerable, you as a woman, you will know that it wasn't your husband's fault. Because you know, we hammer more of men molesting women. We don't actually talk about women molesting men, which is even more.
Which is a case.
Do you understand? So we don't talk about that. You will see some men, you feel that maybe you're being nice to this person. When I knew that men are actually vulnerable, it's not just about being so kind. You see, oh, this person helped me when I was struggling, so I don't just want to forget the woman. But there's no need to talk too much. What I want to say is, the moment you say, yes, I do. If your wife says, I don't like this person, even if this person is our breadwinner, draw the curtain.
Oh my.
And if the woman says so, if the man says so, you women draw the curtain as well. But you will realize that it's easy for men to say, you have to stop following that man. But then, it's difficult for them to stop following.
Why?
When we get to heaven, we'll answer that question.
Now I'm accurate. I just... Oh my God. Alright, we're going to call it a wrap. But before we go, what's your advice to women generally out there that feels there should be other hymns of affair and no other woman should come close? Those women that shut the door without giving another person opportunity. Some men will tell you, since this woman left, I don't have the reason employing another woman again. I'd rather have my fellow men. What would you say to them?
Okay, let's bring it home, please. Right. May I know your name again?
Vera.
Okay. Vera. Okay. All right. I want you to know that no matter what Queen has, you can do it. And Queen, I want you to know that if you have more than Vera does, you should support her. So in other words, learn to celebrate your fellow woman. No matter how much you think that person does not know, you can teach her. And let me tell you that your sister's salon is not going to make you look ugly. Learn to support your sister.
I hear you.
Learn to celebrate your sister. I keep hammering on celebrating, because the moment you genuinely celebrate someone, you will see that you can actually do anything for the person. So don't let envy, don't let jealousy make you to feel that men are better, because they will dump you somewhere when the time reach. That is why you see a lot of you will say, after everything I did for this man, you did not. Yeah, please support your fellow woman, love on your woman. If you see opportunity, do what is needful. I love what Queen did here. I don't want to mention it here. She saw something so pretty and she called, oh my God, I love you on that, you know. It's genuine, like my heart is not bitter, you know. So love on your woman no matter what happened. Don't always feel that men are better. No, they are not. As a matter of fact, women are more brilliant than men. That is why we can do 10 things at the same time, but men cannot do that.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Immaculata Ericana. She's a journalist.
You have to be careful.
All right, Vera Philip, your parting word to the fellow women before we call it a wrap.
Well, just like she started, we'll start from home. We start with friendships. Sometimes women have very fake friendships, as Queen already mentioned. Sometimes it's for the hype on social media. Sometimes it's just to look pretty and call yourselves my queen, my loves, I love you, and it ends on social media. You cannot support someone you don't know if you've not even started supporting the ones that you know. You have friends in different aspects or in different spheres of life. It is important that you support them. It's important that you show up for them. It's important that you celebrate them. When you start celebrating the people in your corner, then you will be able to extend that celebration to the people outside your corner. So let's start today to celebrate our friends. Let's hold on to our female friendships. We tend to always forgive men more than we forgive the women in our lives. Some of us are very quick to end friendships. No, I'm not doing the game. We tend to keep malice with our friends. But if it is a man that beats you up, does all of, you're ready to forgive and forgive and forgive, but you don't extend that same grace to your female friendships. Today, I am actually saying extend that grace to your female friendship. Have good people in your corner actually, and when you do have them, make sure that you're building something that is strong. They used to say the people that you work with today are the people you're going to share bread with tomorrow. So make sure that you are working with the people, supporting them, so that tomorrow you can look at these people and you can be like, yes, I was part of your growth, or I saw you when you struggled. You can be able to be a part of their storytelling. That would be my own take for this.
All right, and for me, before I call it up, I'll tell you, love yourself. If you know how to love yourself, if you're in love with yourself, you will be able to give out love. You can't give what you don't have. Learn to love you, celebrate you, celebrate women genuinely. We are mothers who bring life to the world, who birth life. So why will you hate on your sister? Why will you hate on your colleague? Why do you want to be the last woman standing? Why do you want to be on your account that man has refused to employ any other woman? How do you feel not having people that look up to you, not having people that could beat their chest and say, for this woman I would do anything? And it's high time we go back home, go back to the drawing board. Love yourself, love a woman, raise a woman today, so together we can build a society of love and understanding. Till we'll come your way again next week Wednesday. My name is Bariswa Christian Wingo, and I've been doing this with
Vera.
And our guest has been Mrs.
Immaculata
Irika. And I don't want to miss that name. All right, bye bye for now. Do have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of our broadcast.